Hello comrades and welcome to another video. In this one I am reporting on the Kherson counteroffensive as well as the future counteroffensive that Ukraine is planning around the Izyum front. Also, I would like to mention that I have about 10 to 20,000 viewers every video, but I have 6,000 subscribers, which means at the very least 2/3 of the people watching my videos are not subscribed. The actual number is about 75%, so I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe, especially since 80% of those who watch my videos are returning viewers. That means you have watched my videos before. By subscribing, you get notified every time I upload a video, so thank you very much if you decide to subscribe, and thanks a lot for watching. Now, first of all, on the Kherson front, we have further updates that the fighting in the south has reached Oleksandrivka, or this valley between the highway and Oleksandrivka, where the Ukrainians are advancing under heavy shelling and are engaged in a firefight with the Russian defenders. Further north, we see Pravdina is still under attack, and no updates on that. Same with this one here. And here as well. However, there's reports that Lyubomirivka has been taken by the Ukrainians, according to Ryber's latest update. Here in the center, there's still no updates, same reports. Here, the latest reports say that Ukraine is planning for a future offensive towards the north, where they will try to expand the beachhead all the way to Davydiv Brid. Which makes sense as they want to have more crossing points where they can cross without suffering heavy casualties. However, this will leave them vulnerable in the west to Russian counterattacks on this side, cutting them off from their current crossing. In the north, there are reports that Russia has successfully repelled the Ukrainian attacks and still hold Vysokopilya as well as Olhyne. And here in the east, there's no further reports. In the Donetsk region, there are reports of Ukraine trying some counterattacks around Pavlivka as well as Novomayorsk, meaning they've pushed back the Russian advance here, or the Russians have pulled back, and the Ukrainians are taking advantage of the situation to attack. No new updates on the rest of the front. However, here in the Izyum front, there are reports that Ukraine is actually building up a large-scale force where they have deployed a lot of Polish T-72 tanks, as well as the recently trained by British Ukrainian soldiers, which means about 10,000 soldiers trained by the British have arrived in this area, as well as the T-72 tanks from Poland. And finally, there will definitely be mixed with some Ukrainian soldiers who have been active in combat. So we can estimate a force about 20 to 25,000 strong. And the T-72 tanks from Poland should be around 200, which is a reasonable estimate. Now, this means that Ukraine is definitely going all in with their counteroffensive. They want to achieve something, and if they fail to do so, then that sends a clear message to the West that they are unable to conduct a successful counterattack. Especially here in the coming winter, it is going to be very difficult for the Ukrainians to receive more help if they cannot prove that they're able to do something for that, using that help that they've received. Meaning that most of the support will dwindle over the winter, which is why the Ukrainian government in Kiev is very desperate for some kind of success. So what we're seeing right now is a desperate attempt at achieving success by pouring everything they have into these attacks, into these counteroffensives. Now, because they are using everything they have, that means that once this counteroffensive is over, it will determine the course of the war. If the Ukrainians succeed, then they've shown to the West, and they'll be able to receive more help and more training and so on, as the EU is currently negotiating a joint effort to training Ukrainian soldiers. However, if the counteroffensive fails, that means that they are unable to achieve anything with all the help they have received, and they will be left vulnerable as they've used everything they have on these offensives, meaning that in case that they've lose this counteroffensive, all their best troops and their best equipment will be gone and used up, meaning that Russia can take advantage of that situation and basically conduct their own offensive, a counter-offensive, leaving them with a lot of gains as Ukraine will be unable to defend adequately due to heavy losses suffering from this counter-offensive. So this is a huge gamble that has been set in motion. The die has been cast by Zelensky, and he has decided that they're going to attempt this. Regardless of the outcome, the war will be over, or determined at least, after the counteroffensives are over. That's my take on the situation. Thanks for watching and have a great day.